everybody. This week our job is going to be to do some composing or improvising, making some music up. Now, before we begin, when people make up music they always think they have to make something that sounds amazing, like write the next number one or make something that sounds as good as Mozart. You don't at all. When you're composing and improvising, you're just playing about with sound really and experimenting. Now I know that you've been doing all about the Australians in your topic, so the Aboriginal Australians, the people that were there forever before Australia was discovered, they had this idea, their belief is that the world was created by their ancestors walking miles and miles across Australia and singing a long song, and as they sang they made everything on the earth. So they made the rocks and the trees and the rivers and the mountains just by singing a song. And these lines, they're called song lines, they stretch right across the whole of Australia, and the Aboriginal people still know these bits of their song, especially when they're born in a place. They will know the song for that section of the line. If you line them all up they could sing the whole song, which is a fascinating idea, isn't it? So I thought we'd use that idea, because you've been doing Australia this week, to see if we could do a bit of improvising. So every day nearly, Annabelle and I walk over the river to see Mrs. Backhouse and baby Clemmy, and we thought we'd see if we could somehow play that walk, and maybe you could play your walk as well. So I've just chosen a recorder because I know most people have got one. And Annabelle has got the playful popcorn, that's what she chose. Well done, Annabelle. And we're going to walk along and see if we can think of some musical ideas. So we're just trying to think in sound, we're not going to write anything or draw anything, we're going to use sounds. Okay, shall we go, Flo? Flo's videoing. Let's go. So this street down here, actually I've got a friend that lives down here, and we go and feed her cat quite often. Her cat's called Eddie, so when we get to her house, she's a friend of mine, so it makes me happy to go to her house, and we quite like her cat. Annabelle, should we see if we can make up
really like her cat.
Yeah, we really like her cat. Let's make up a lovely Eddie cat song outside this house here. So it's got to sound sort of happy-ish, hasn't it? Right, off we go. I thought that was quite perky and happy, did you know?
Yes.
Let's carry on down here. So along here there's just houses, I don't know, quite dangerous maybe to walk along with a recorder, a bit in your mouth, but if you were careful, maybe I just might write a bit of walking music. It's got quite a steady beat, hasn't it? Let's see. Or something. If you had a drum or a shaker or some kind of scrapery thing, that would also do. Right, we're coming to one of my favourite bits of near where I live right now. All kinds of exciting things happen here. So this bungalow here, these people are like the happiest people I can think of. Every single time something happens, a football match or anything at all, they decorate their house. They've got a massive NHS sign up there and all these flags because it was VE Day yesterday. What else is good about here? This is the yellow shop over here. It sells
absolutely everything.
Back here it sells sweets, it sells Nestle Crunch, which hardly anybody does, and that is my favourite thing. Over there is the curry house where we go to eat on a Friday when I simply can't manage to make tea, which is a lot of Fridays. So this whole place, we've got a friend that lives there, so I'm going to play another happy tune. Are we ready? Off we go. Before Flo dies of embarrassment, let's carry on. Oh, stop. Oh, sorry. Okay, so down here, I don't know if you recognise where we are, but down at the end of this road is the river. Roundtree Park. So we'll have to do something for that, won't we? But while we're walking along, should we try a little bit more walking music? Are we ready? Something different. See if we can think of a different idea for walking. Maybe think about signs in the street. For instance, here, Annabelle, if you look at the road, this is a bit like a graphic school. You could play these things, couldn't you? Why don't you jump on each one and give it and see what happens? Are you ready? Go.
No, you're playing. I'll jump.
Oh, I'll play while you jump. Ready? Go. Brilliant. We only do that because it's quite a quiet road. You'd have to like take care and make sure there's nothing coming.
She says there's a car's coming right behind her.
Right, a bit quicker.
Stop.
So I'm already thinking, right up ahead there's a big field where people like to play ball games and things, and there's Roundtree Park on the left, which everyone knows is excellent. But there's also the river, so I'm starting to think what I might play when we get to the river. Let's see. Okay, so maybe stop under this tree and see what's happening down here. There's Roundtree Park. So, we can see there's people jogging, people with their scooters, people just generally, everybody is nice and far apart, but it's a nice day, everyone's having a nice time. I might play some nice time music, how are we ready? Marvellous.